Alaikum. It's Zoya and Fatima from Muslim Girl Power. Today we are going to be interviewing a lovely lady named Fatima Butt, who happens to be an occupational therapist. We are going to be after a few questions, so let's get started. Why made you choose to be an occupational therapist?
Okay, so I chose to be an occupational therapist when I was doing my undergrad, and my dad actually had a stroke. And he had to go through rehab, so he was seen by doctors and physiotherapists and also occupational therapists. And at that time, I didn't even know what an occupational therapist was. But it was nice because I saw how the OT made a big difference for him, because he wasn't so interested in making his muscles stronger or being able to move more, but he really wanted to be able to pray on the ground without a chair and to be able to go to the bathroom without any help, and those were all the things that the OT worked with him on, and I saw how it made such a huge difference to him, made him a lot happier. So that kind of opened me up to looking more into OT.
So what made you study to be an OT?
So like seeing my dad get better, that made a big difference, and I started volunteering in hospitals, working with stroke patients, and I saw that I really enjoyed it because it was so different. Every day was kind of different, and every individual brought something different to the table.
What does an occupational therapist do?
That's a good question, because I get it all the time from everyone that I work with. So basically, an occupational therapist helps people who have been injured or gotten sick to do any of the things that they want to get back to doing. So that might be just something as simple as getting dressed, going to the bathroom on their own, or going back to work, or doing any of the hobbies that they used to do that have now become.
Do you have any funny stories about that happened at work?
Yeah, okay, so I have to do sometimes driving assessments. So let's say sometimes a lot of senior citizens get called to get their driving skills assessed, because the doctor might be concerned that their medical conditions or their old age is preventing them from being safe on the road. But every time I see them, they never believe that they're dangerous on the road. So a lot of times it can be kind of risky. So I have to actually get into the car with them, and they go for a drive, and we sort of assess their driving. So I did have someone get into sort of a very risky situation where they made a right turn suddenly and almost hit like a city worker who didn't know that they were being assessed. So then they started getting into kind of a verbal altercation, which was I guess more scary than funny, but it was kind of funny in hindsight.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for educating us about your career of being an occupational therapist. It sounds like a great job, and thank you for inspiring us to explore our options.
Thank you.
So I hope you guys learned a lot of being an occupational therapist. Please like and subscribe to our video. Bye.